I guess Antonio Brown is going to show up at practice today. He didn't retire. He didn't get his helmet, but he decided that he was going to show up today, and tonight is Hard Knocks. Should the first shot of Hard Knocks be Antonio Brown's helmet or his feet? Or both? Can I get a shot of both of those? That's what I want. Is Antonio, because this is all about Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown has made this about him. He falls into a long line of selfish wide receivers. Wonderful talent, going to be a Hall of Famer, charismatic, but he's made this about himself. And it'll be interesting to see how that plays out because he's going to want touches. He's going to want to be the star. He's going to Vegas. We don't know if Derek Carr is. Plus, it's performance over health. He wanted to have his old helmet here. And if the helmet is deemed unsafe by the NFL, and I talked to somebody earlier today about this, and I said, do the players have any say in this? And my source said, yes, players have a say in the new helmets. They were given a heads up, no pun intended, to be able to, adjust to this new helmet. And everybody's a creature of habit. I was told this by somebody with the NFL. They said there are players who don't pull their socks up to the required height because they don't feel comfortable playing that way. They get a fine every week because they don't want to conform to it. Everybody's a creature of habit. Could Tom Brady have played without deflating footballs or being accused of that? Of course. But you play, and there's a comfort level that you have. Of this is how I want the football. This is how I want my helmet. This is how I want my ankles taped. And my source said, Antonio Brown is a creature of habit. He wants a helmet, and he wants to go out and play in that helmet. But the fact that you would put performance over protection tells you a lot about when people say, oh, these players will never go for an 18-game regular season. Now, they probably will if you pay them enough. They don't look at mortality. And did you look at mortality? When you were 22, did you go, man, I hope I live to be 30, 40, 50? These guys aren't thinking about that. They're thinking about now and what do I get? But Antonio Brown is apparently going to show up today. Yes, Paulie.
And if you look over history, defensive backs and wide receivers over the years got rid of knee pads. It used to be a rule that you had to have knee pads. They said, no, we can't run like we want to. There's lots of different cases where guys just wear different things that they want to play with, and safety is second.
Well, even thigh pads. Mm-hmm. There are guys who don't wear pads. And
they're basically wearing tights from the waist down.
Yeah. So Antonio Brown is going to show up, and I don't know what that means for the Raiders, but I guess things are a little bit better. Yes, McLovin.
Do you think something else is going to happen, though? I mean, you got to remember, Antonio Brown didn't show for a week of meetings in Pittsburgh last week. Then he does the foot. Now the helmet. I don't know. I wonder if is he going to settle down? What's the deal?
Do you, okay. And I know what you're saying. Yes, I do think there'll be other issues with Antonio Brown. Because Antonio Brown is sort of checked off the reservation here because it's about him. With the Steelers, you had to conform a little bit more. This is Ben's team. You're an integral part here, but this is the Steelers. That's a powerful brand. Well, you go to the Raiders, used to be a powerful brand. You got a head coach who's trying to reestablish himself. You got a quarterback in limbo, and then you have a wide receiver who doesn't show up. And when he shows up, he works out with his own trainer. He goes to meetings, reportedly is texting through the meetings, not even, fully engaged here. And he just got there. So he's doing what he already was accused of doing with the Steelers, making it about himself, the fact that he got suspended. And then you go to the Raiders. Do I think there'll be other issues? Yes, because it's Antonio Brown. Yes, Paul.
In the past 14 days, Antonio Brown has shown up to work in a hot air balloon. He's missed practice because he burned his feet due to frostbite in France. And he basically left the team completely because he couldn't wear the helmet he wanted to wear. And we're not even a week 2 of the preseason.
Yeah, McLovin.
He's still awesome, though. Wouldn't you like to?
No,
we'd all love to see him catch touchdowns.
But that's what I want him to be.
Yeah.
He's awesome on Sunday. And I would hope that he would be a better team player because he's put up numbers that Jerry Rice is the only one who comes close to. And I would want him to put up these numbers because he is a great story. He's spectacular. But he bought into social media. I mean, he bought into a brand. You know, he's become singular, and you know it's hard to do. He's topped what Terrell Owens did. Like Terrell Owens, all of a sudden seems like a decent team player. I mean, like, yeah, all right, well, Terrell Owens wasn't that bad. He did play on a broken leg in the Super Bowl.
That's true, but Twitter wasn't around then. Can you
Oh,
imagine
my
how
God.
Twitter would have dealt with that guy?
Yeah. But, you know, these guys love this. It's a chance to have your brand, and AB is a brand. Absolutely.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.